Hi, this is Lara Maigue, and today's song in focus is Sayo na lang ako.
Hello, Sifters. You are listening to the Song in Focus podcast where we dive deep into your favorite tracks. Hi, I'm Acel.
And I'm Denice Lau, and today's episode will be exciting. We will be talking about an award-winning song. This track was released in 2013 and was composed by the singer herself. Sayo na lang ako was the top 5 song in 2013's Philippine Popular Music Festival, or also known as Philpop, and was sung and interpreted by multi-awarded artists such as Karil, Ronnie Liang, and the Asia songbird herself, Regine Velasquez. With her experience in classical music, our guest today is an award-winning singer-songwriter, a respected soprano in the world of opera, and a very versatile artist who has dabbled into various industries like acting, entertainment, and Song in Focus is happy to have Lara Maigue on the show. Welcome to Song in Focus, Lara!
Hi, Denice. Hi, Acel. I'm so happy to be here.
Yay! Hello. Thank you so much. Okay, simulan na natin ang mga katanungan. First question. Okay, ano ba yung storya behind that song? Bakit mo siya naisulat?
Actually, like any girl, I think, we all had someone to love.
So personal experience.
But at the same time, there's also, yeah, I think it all starts like that. And then we all, unfortunately, we have this thing called unrequited love. At minsan tinatawag ko rin siyang one-sided love. At because there's so much feelings from that, nasulat ko yung kanta. Kasi because of my classical background, I used to do a lot of instrumental. I mean, like, no lyrics. So I'm a very melody-driven writer. Because classical music can survive without words.
Yes.
So maybe the melody came first. But eventually, when your heart gets broken, maybe lyrics flow and you just decide to write what you feel and then incorporate it with melody. And then, one time, sabi ko, nung natapos ko siya, parang naiiyak ako. Pero naiiyak ako kasi maganda siya for me. Not because of the feeling anymore. So I felt like it was my release. It was my instant release of that feeling. But at the same time, I really wanted to join Philpop. Because I watched the first Philpop in PICC, I remember. And then, katabi ko pa nun si Junji Marcelo. He was my kuya-kuya. And then, sabi ko, oh, what if I submit it? So I did submit this one last day of submission. Tapos pag nakita mo yung email ko, 11:58 ko sinubmit. And then, was just so very, very, it was so fortunate that I got in.
Curious lang.
So nung sinubmit mo siya, so it's a demo. Ikaw yung
yes,
mismong boses doon.
Boses ko, tapos, pakita ko since may video tayo, sorry. Let's put it to good use. So, I was using this piano. And then I was, ilang keys lang to sa mga hindi nakakanood.
Parang ba siyang MIDI keys?
And it was just open chords and then a bass line. Yeah. Tapos, just my voice. Because I just had a very minimal setup. Very humble setup. Mic. So, yun, I submitted it. And I think because it was just clear, malaking bagay kasi sa competition yung clear yung audio. And I guess they felt what I was feeling. So, theory ko lang yun.
Is the one on YouTube the demo one? Kasi we saw a copy on YouTube.
I have a demo on YouTube.
Yung parang may picture, tapos may picture mo na
that
dark
was
blue
me.
ka ba? Is
that
that
was
the
the demo? Exactly. I think blue skirt, black top.
With a white text.
Yes.
So, Bongga ng demo mo
Yes.
Parang official release. Nahiya
Parang
naman.
official release na siya.
Oo.
Oh, well, swerte lang yun. Maganda yung mic ko nun. Mura lang. USB mic.
So, nung sinulat mo siya, hindi mo inisip na isasali mo siya sa Philpop? So, parang marami kang iba't ibang songs. Tapos like, ito na lang, ganun? Or nung sinulat mo siya, sobrang ganda nito, isasali ko
No.
sa Philpop.
No, actually, I was really a starting songwriter then. It was my second ever song. And di ko ako nagmamayabang. It was just really like that. And that, because sinali ko lang din siya because I think it had potential. I just thought, wala naman mawawala. But at the same time, when I got in, that's when it gave me confidence to write more songs. Because it's always difficult also to have confidence to actually put out your songs. So a competition like that really gave me the confidence to, maybe I have something. Maybe I can, kasi I wouldn't call myself a songwriter then. So, sobrang hindi.
So you mentioned na nakasulat ka na ng dalawa. Bakit yun yung isang pinili mo specifically for Philpop?
Because the first one was I was in a girl group before and we were encouraged by my label noon to write a song for the group, no original, because we were doing, it was the era of covers during that time. And we needed one original. So I was able to come up with one, a Tagalog. And then after that, when I left the group, also, when nagwatak-watak yung group, siguro part na rin yun ng Heartbreak. This was my second song. But after that, after this, sayo na lang ako, I really wrote so many things na. Yun, it was the beginning.
This is really random. But kasi I heard from a friend na who's a parang classically trained and it studied then like you, conservatory ka, 'di ba? Na parang like like sometimes getting a lot of knowledge, like knowing the technicalities of music kind of makes it difficult for some to compose, I guess. Like something's very catchy and pop talaga.
Yes.
Is that true for you? I mean, na-curious lang ako.
That can be true.
Kasi sabi mo dalawa, 'di ba? Dalawa pa lang noon, tapos feeling mo hindi ka songwriter but you studied music.
Yeah, kasi in classical music or when you study music, theory, there are a lot of rules. And what you really need to learn when you write a pop song, maybe that's what I've learned now, is to know the rules. But when it's something that you create on your own, you can let go of them and do something of your own. I think it's just really acceptance. Ang kinakatakutan lagi ng songwriter, especially siguro someone, my whole family, they're all in the UP College of Music. Siguro, I was really, really afraid of writing the words. Writing, parang feeling ko, because I sing opera I sing very, very deep text. So, but what I discovered with songwriting, which made me discover myself more, is just say it the way you say it. Normally. Conversational is okay. Parang ganon. So, people are very highbrow yan minsan parang, ay, nagpa-pop ka? Ew. De, joke lang. Hindi naman ganon. But you just have to let go of that and then just do it your way. I think, and it will flow. It's really your decision on how you want to be. You want to be a purist? Or do you want to be someone who
just want to express
flexy
yourself? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so we're talking about words, no? So what do you think is your favorite part doon sa sinulat mo?
The beginning. The beginning, because the demo that I did, if you notice, walang intro. It was just first chord, first word na. I really like it because also Kaya rin walang intro yun kasi wala na akong space mag-intro dun sa sa piano. Favorite yun, yung beginning. I think that's it. That's the beginning. Because it was the start of everything for me. That's how I started. Kasi diba some people start their writing with the chorus. Some started with the title. Mine talaga was from the very first line. Not even the title. The title for me usually is huli na. And something I can talk about later pala. Title. I have a funny story there.
So, like, we could go ahead with that. So what about the title? Sa'yo na lang
so
ako.
if you noticed, it was really sa'yo na lang ako. And then people kept on calling it yung kung pwede lang naman. Kasi that's the start of the chorus. Kung pwede lang naman. So, even my own manager was saying, yung kung pwede lang naman.
Yun yung dapat title dapat pala.
I mean, like, ako kasi maybe I'm not good at giving titles, but since that was what they were remembering it by, sabi ko, nung after 5 years after the first release, 5 years after that, I released my own single for that song, but I entitled it Kung Pwede Lang Naman.
Kaya pala. So, nasa Spotify siya. Kung
yes,
pwede.
nasa Spotify
Okay,
siya.
na yun yung title.
So, ba't di mo sinabi? Kasi, hindi, kasi hinahanap namin siya sa
Hinahanap
Spotify. We were talking about it. Tapos parang, iniisip namin, like,
Bakit wala siya sa Spotify?
Wala. Tapos
See?
parang,
Oo.
pero nasa YouTube siya, so yung gamit version mo. Tapos, di ba, nakita ko pa yung dark, yung
Yung
blue text
demo.
mo. Yung demo mo. Yun pa
Oo,
yung
tsaka yung black and white.
Tsaka yung black and white. O, kompleto
Oo,
kami.
oo.
I really scoured through so many. Sa'yo na lang ako.
You could have
it's the
asked
same
me.
song. Oh, it's the same song.
Yeah, it's the same song. Maraming kwento yung, it really started my career in songwriting to the point na this song, isayo na lang ako / kung pwede lang naman. Hirap no, ang dami ng words. It opens so much doors for me that I met my manager because of it. Because it was, he was hosting Phil Pop then. And then Regine Velasquez also sang the song there because as the opening, parang her and Martin Rivera had to sing all the 12 finalists song. And then from there, yeah. From there, Cariel had her own version that was Phil Pop 2013. And then Regine Velasquez. And then it became a teleserye theme song of TV5. For Love or Money, Derek Ramsey. Tapos, daming napuntahan yan. So, it was my first teleserye theme song. It really meant so much to me. That also, parang that also made me have a manager like Ogie Alcacid. Ogie Alcacid kasi. Sorry, I'm just saying this because everything led to that because of one song. One song. Si Sir Ogie, he's heard the song and then went up to me and said, "Do you have an album?" Sabi niya. Sabi ko, "No, sir. Do you want one?" "Yes, sir. Give me your number." Sabi niya ganon.
Oh my God.
And he was looking, he guested me in his shows, and then he was looking for a manager for me because that's what I needed. But he eventually put up Alcacid Total Entertainment Artist Management, or A-Team, because I needed a manager. And he started managing me, and then the rest would be singer-songwriters as well. So, out of their generosity, itong mag-asawa na to, si Sir Ogie and Miss Reg, they're really so generous. But yeah, just because of one song.
Wait, so you're saying na,
Ayun.
like, si A-Team started because they were looking for a manager for you? Parang ganun? Like, you're the first managed artist na A-Team?
Yes.
Oh. Grabe, the power
Oo.
of one song.
I know. I mean, like, this is just really to encourage also listeners to write. Kasi a lot of people, when we do songwriting workshops, they're all like, paano, how do we start? How do we begin? There's so many ways. And I could go on and on about it. Pero mag-workshop na lang. Joke lang.
siguro, nabanggit mo kasi si Karil already.
Mm-mm.
And, ikaw ba namili na si Karil mag-interpret? Like, how did it go before? Kasi,
Oh,
sobrang medyo
um,
matagal ng batch yung Philpop na yun, di ba? So, what was the
yes.
process? And then yun, before
Um,
Acel drops the next question.
during that time, 2013, Phil Pop was handled by Universal kasi usually a songwriting competition will be connected to a label for a certain time. And that time it was Universal Records and they had Karil in their roster. So apparently Christian Bautista wanted to sing my song. Pero he was picking between two songs. Yung mas bagay, hindi kasi pang lalaki. I mean, for me, it's not for a guy, the song. I mean, siguro personal lang yun. But it was before Karil, they also offered some other singers and then hindi lang pwede because of that time, blah blah blah. And it ended up being Karil. And I was very happy and mon kasi she really brought my songs to places kasi she has a big following also. And she really up to kahit payatas may nagsabi sa akin the kids were singing along in payatas. And habang naka-full blast yung speaker to the song that she sang. Because mikat din siya because of her. I didn't have a name for myself. So, it really helped a lot. So, yun yung process noon. It wasn't really my choice. But, I'm glad. I'm glad it was her. And Karil said it was her first hit. So, I'm honored. I was honored to,
Wow.
to be the person.
I was looking at the YouTube, no, and I also saw you performing with Sir Gary V. Now, with that song, can you share with us yung moment na yon? How does
Actually,
it feel?
Acel, yan eh. I became close to Gary V because of that song. Because
What a
diba?
song!
Alam mo, that's why I
What
really
a song!
I wrote a lot of songs, but this is the song that I really wanted to focus on because it opened again so much doors for me, and because Gary V, Paulo Valenciano, his son first, loved the song, so he was like, Dad, you have to listen to this." And when he did, he invited me to be part of his concert, the Gary V Presents. Gary V Presents is like when he's like presenting new artists, whether a singer or a singer-songwriter. And then he loved the song so much. They made it a medley of my song and Kailangan Kita.
Yeah, I watched it.
Na, 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 na.
Yeah, so it was my song. He would play for me first, the whole song. And then at the end, towards the end, he will sing Kailangan Kita and magmamash up yun. It was just a perfect song because it was also the composition of my manager, Ogi. So see, it's really this because of that song. That's why, and ever since, the rest is history.
Actually, yung next question ko dapat is, bakit itong song na to yung napili mo to talk about here at Song and Focus? And I guess you answered it, Nana, with the stories that you've been sharing with us. No, so pero now, di ba, 2013 hanggang ngayon, and you've done so many amazing things. Meron ka pa bang masasabi about this song na where is it na in the spectrum of things dun sa lahat na nagawa mo ngayon?
Well, okay, this is a funny tip also. That's where I never changed the title. Because where the song is now is, I mean, like you said nga, where the song is now, ganyan. 5 years after, I released my own para pag ginugal yung kung pwede lang naman, ako yung lalabas, hindi lang si Karil and Regine. Pero nakakatawa, yun pa rin lumalabas kasi connected pa rin siya. Anyway, the song also, wait lang. Malalim yung tanong mo eh. It's a good question though. I always say that song really changed my life. At first, I really thought of myself as just a singer or a classical singer. But because I wrote some, and then parang feeling ko whenever I do pop, parang parang it's not me. Parang it's not me if I sing see a song or some other new artist song Dua Lipa. It's not me. But because I wrote this song, something from my heart, no one can tell me that it's the wrong way to sing it. Kasi I sing with a very different voice when it comes to being a soprano, classical. Thus I sing something different also I use a different voice for Broadway. But if it's my own song, and because of this song, it's something me. No one can take that away. No one can really tell me it's not. I can actually help other people with a composition because of this composition, because finally they can tell their loved one that they're yung unrequited love na person nila na ito yung nararamdaman ko. It's something that they can use to express themselves when they don't have anything, when they can't say anything but their feelings. We can use my song to do that. And I feel like that's such an advocacy for me also. Na to keep writing. Because daming matutulungan na feelings. Diba? Feelings talaga.
Totoo.
Yun.
Sobrang, nakaka-relate. Nakaka-relate ako dun.
I'm sure.
Gusto ko lang sabihin, yung sabi mo na, like, it's your thing, so nobody can say that you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's a big push for artists to do their own thing when they find their voice, no?
Yes.
Actually, napansin ko nga, Acel and I were talking about you na parang, kasi nakita kita, like, you were performing in theater, ganyan. So, when you mentioned this song, very soft and you sang it differently. Like, iba. Parang mas, like, it's a bit more lighter and
yeah.
there's something about it na medyo, like, wala lang. Very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
So, of all the things that, you've heard so many voices sing it, and just for fun, you could skip the question. We could cut
it's okay.
this. But really, like we saw that there's a version din ni Morissette, like live in her concert. Have you seen that? Like, ang ganda, like bongga, like whoa, ganon. And there are so many different versions. There's Gary V, okay, Regine Velasquez, Morissette, Ronnie Liang, Karil, and then your version pa, diba? Like, if you could describe each version, for you,
okay.
Like, kahit one word, adjective, up to you.
Yeah, they're all totally different versions,
yes.
so I can really. This is a fun thing to do. I've never done this. Karil.
Naisip ko lang siya right now, so go.
Okay, basta kahit anong word Karil is the beginning. Okay, yun talaga yun. The start of it all. Regine Velasquez, iconic. I don't know. She made it like that to me. And then Ronnie Liang, parang, unisex. I mean, like, it's genderless. I mean, a guy can sing it pala.
He broke the rule initially kasi gusto mo na girl.
Suddenly, unisex talaga yung paano ko, no? I mean, it's good. I mean, like, it's nice that to have a perception ng guy. And then, Morissette, syempre, what can I say?
Phoenix.
I wanted Phoenix. To... Yeah, I actually was thinking of Phoenix. No, totoo. Kasi it's like, sore siya talaga. But she was really pertaining to Regine's version kasi. So, yung beat it version, I can't do. That's why I appreciate them doing that. But Lara Maigue is the most, like, heartfelt.
Siyempre, dapat.
Diyan makapalmukha ko kasi.
I agree.
Thank you, Acel. Thank you. Nakapalmukha ko kasi, again, it's my own song. So
I love the confidence. Sana makuha ko yun one day. Pagdasal natin. Hindi, pero, like, in fairness, your version really stands out. Like,
thank you. Iba lang kasi, ibang title.
I mean, syempre, ikaw nagsulat, di ba? Pero, I know you don't need the affirmation. You love your version.
I mean,
but
I love it though that people are making their own versions. I mean, I still appreciate it very much when people sing it live in their gigs. So, it's very, very much appreciated. I want them to know that.
Sana may
pa kayo
Christian
version.
Bautista version. Pag natuloy, send mo sa amin.
Oo,
Post natin.
oo.
Kasi diba
Tapos
nabanggit mo
ganito tayo
kanina.
ulit. Mag-podcast
Ah.
tayo ulit. Update. I have more versions.
Like, ang saya. So, ayun, is there anything else that we haven't asked about the song?
Well, okay. I'm gonna start from where it all came from. So it came from a heartbreak, and it did its job. It relieved my heartbreak, and it kumita pa siya. That's the most beautiful thing.
We need
Agree.
money para paikot.
Oo.
Pay more.
Yung feeling ko, pinagkakitaan ko.
That's good.
So,
Sinaktan ka pero yumaman
no, that's
ka.
really, that's the beauty
Kaya
of it.
okay lang. Worth it.
Oo,
Worth
eh.
it.
Okay lang. Worth it yung hurt. That I hope that encourages anyone who's listening is that you take something hurtful to something beautiful, make it something beautiful. And yeah, eventually we'll smile again. And laugh about what it used to feel like. Ayun.
Yeah, so nice. Parang ano yun, turn beauty, yung ashes to beauty, di ba?
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so can you invite the listeners where they can find you, and if you want to promote something?
So, I really haven't released anything very new. I'm set to release some things on these coming months. But I'm usually always on ASAP, so please watch me on ASAP. And I will be, I have a lot of things going on, so it's a lot of things to say here. Maybe just follow me on my social media pages like Facebook, Instagram, Lara Maigue. It's like Maigue, it's like Tanige, but with Maigue M. Baka nakalimutan na yung spell ko. And then, yeah, you will see the chop suey of what I do. Chop suey of like do classical and do Broadway and then do pop. So
Yeah, I just
but it's
saw
an interesting life, I hope.
You just came from Singapore, diba, for a concert? Like I saw it. Like,
Yeah.
whoa.
So it was a wonderful concert. It was a Broadway concert with Gerard Salonga and the Singapore Symphony Orchestra. It was so nice. I just got back this weekend. And then so you will see that on social media. But yeah, I just really want to always encourage people to appreciate the arts. And whether it's in singing, songwriting, theater, it's good for you. It's good for the soul. And take advantage of what we have now, yung mga palabas ngayon. And the music that are being released by Filipino artists. Yun lang.
Yes, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Okay, yeah, okay, guys, that's Lara Maigue. Maigue, like Tanige. And the stories behind the beautiful song Sayo na lang ako. So don't go yet. We'll have our focus sessions after this.
So you are still with us for another round of our focus sessions featuring Lara Maigues. Kung pwede lang or sayo na lang ako. Di ba dalawa na yung title niya? Surprise! Ganon. So, Acel, what do you think?
Sobrang gusto ko yung sinabi niya kanina na because she was the one who wrote the song, parang no one can tell her how to sing it because she wrote it. No? And I think me as a singer and songwriter, parang it's one of the perks of being a songwriter, no, na singer din. Na you can sing how you want to sing it in your voice, and that's your personal voice, that's your expression na parang even if siguro hindi ka ganun kagaling like skillfully, well, siya magaling siya, I mean, classical siya, pero like I'm talking about like my style of singing. Ako kasi na parang minsan when I have shows, I tend to compare myself, no? Not compare na but more of the, wow, ang galing niya. Yung pag may nakita akong singer and then kasabay ko sa gig na a-amaze ako na, wow, ang galing naman niya, naabot niya yung gano'n. Ang galing ng range niya. How she was able to express that words in, alam mo yung mga iba-ibang style ng singing. Ako, sobrang, how I sing my song is just like how I feel it, how I will tell it to the person, no, na nung sinulat ko yun. Parang in-express ko sa kanya. So, ako, masaya ako doon sa sinabi niya, and it, in a way, it encourages me as a singer and songwriter to be confident with my own voice, and to be and also na parang I know na it has that's my character eh. My voice also is my stamp. There's no other voice as my voice, diba? So why would I copy how to sing some other person or
feel
style?
or feel insecure. Like actually ako natuwa ako nung you just really see in her how appreciative she is when it comes to the different versions. Like, ako ini-imagine ko sarili ko kung like, kapag may kanta ko na kinanta ni Regine, tas Morissette, tapos like, Karil, tapos like, lahat ng tao. Parang like, ako, sige na! Kayo na!
Kayo na
Hindi na ako gagawa ng version ko. Okay na, okay, good job, ganun, good job, guys. Iyan na, ganun. Diba? Parang like, hello, Regine. Pero, sobrang, I love her, self-love. I mean, hindi. Tapos like, ang ganda rin ng version niya. Weird tong sasabihin ko, pero like, di ba, dinescribe niya yung mga versions niya. Like, nung song. Tapos, like, siya heartfelt yan. But ako, totoo lang, tunog mabait yung version niya. Like, innocent love. Like, someone who was
pure.
Parang softly hurt. Her version is, a version of a person who was softly hurt. It's like a soft pillow. Like, si Regine, naloko na may rage, gano'n.
Na parang maghihiganti.
Like, or hindi. Or like, alam mo yun, like, besh, ako na lang, ganon. Diba? Pero si, besh, ako na lang, ano ba yun? Pero, kasi si Regine, medyo ganon dito magsalita. Sorry na, nagagaya ko. Pero like, si Lara is really soft. Like, you know how she speaks?
Kaya heartfelt nga, sabi niya.
She has a kind voice. It's weird. This is so weird. The voice
description,
is weird. How I say it, it's a kind voice. But then, her singing is also kind for this song. It's really amusing for me. So I'm assuming she was really young when she wrote it, and it shows with how she also interpreted, diba? Kasi I've seen her sing like more classical stuff, na very stronger yung pull niya, kaya niya. But then when she sings this, sometimes how we sing it, how we sing things, also stays with the time that we wrote it. We're for nafe-feel mo ba yun, Acel? Like when you're...
kasi bumabalik ka dun eh. That moment.
It's like you're forever young. Naintindihan mo ba yun? Gets mo yung sabi ko? Like, if you wrote something
when you were... I'm forever young!
Anong feelings dito? Pero seryoso, isipin mo, like, surely you've had songs, like, or kahit like yung band days mo, yung before, diba? Like, when you sing your songs from those days, you go back to the person who you were partly. There's that. It's not even like forcing yourself to go back to that voice. It's really like that voice is that age, that generation, that season of where you are in your life is part of how you sing the song. So I feel like there's so much kindness in how she sings it, and there's so much innocent heartbreak.
Yeah.
Diba? So feeling ko,
ouch.
So I really like it that her version sounds so kind. The others though rock. Like, kung yun nga sabi ko, kung ako yun, parang uwian. Like, oh my gosh, diba? Tapos like, mag-Gary V. Pa siguro kung nagpiano-piano si Gary V, like, nag-stop. Sige, uwi na po ako. Like, alam mo yun? Alam mo ako, nung bata ako, like, I had a friend, si Archie. He played my song for the first time sa piano. Kasi sabi ko, ito yung chords. Tapos bagsak-bagsak ka lang. Tapos kinanta ko yung original song ko na parang personal lang, ganun. Sobrang kinilig ako As in, like, alam mo yun, yung parang like, wow, someone else is, like, ganun pa lang yun like, random friend. Friend pa yun, na wala naman siyang choice kundi appreciate yung song ko. Kasi friend siya. Diba? Alam ko naman sabi mo, hindi ko na-appreciate yung song mo kahit friend kita. Pero, isipin mo, kinilig na ako. Imagine siya, like, the greats, like, alam mo yun, like, OPM, yung mga haligi ng OPM.
Regine, Gary V.
Like, kahit nga lang bagsak-bagsak ng piano. Like, yun nga Parang uwian na, ganun. So, yun lang. Nakakatawa. I mean, nakakatawa. Tas natutuwa ako for her kasi ang galing na she appreciates where she's coming from. Like, nabaligtad, na-empower siya to put herself along with these artists. Hindi siya tumiklop. Sabi ko ako, titiklop ako. Okay na ako. The joke lang. So, alam mo yun, feeling ko lang parang may ganun. Feeling ko nga, kung nga ikaw, Acel, pag kinatabi ko, uwian na, tayo, gano'n. Hindi, pero naintindihan mo yung sinasabi ko, di ba?
Ako, naintindihan ko. Ako, yun nga, narinig ko ano yung version na parang, ang galing naman nito mga to. Sige, kayo na lang. Pero hindi, yun nga, ang ganda ng sinabi niya. And totoo yun kasi siya sumulat Tsaka ang ganda talaga ng version niya. I mean, iba-ibang flavor. So, hindi mo talaga mako-compare kasi it's different. It's just
vanilla.
different. That's it.
It's like different. Vanilla. Regine's is coffee. Girls chocolate.
Flavor. Iba-iba.
Medyo vanilla yung kaya fluffy.
Lahat maganda.
Yes. It's a different, it all sings of the same melody and words, but it all has different tones, which is beautiful. Like, I think this is the first time we've had a guest with that many official renditions of a song. Napansin mo ba? Like, first time ko nagawa yun nagpa-describe ako ng version. Usually, isa lang, diba?
Ganda.
Diba? Kinanta ni
Ganda yung tanong na yun.
Naisip ko lang siya. Saya.
Ako kasi, naisip ko, like, with regards to yung mga rendition ng ibang artist, nung sa song niya. Kasi, interpreter sila So, they sang it in how they will interpret her song. I mean, yung pagkabasa nila, yung kanilang personal experience na marirelate nila dun sa sinulat niya. Ganun yung how they will, ganun yung feeling nila. Kaya ganun din yung pagkanta nila. So, parang ganun.
Yeah. Sobrang nice. Tapos ako, one thing, di ba kanina I asked her about like the classical, technical things. And I have so much respect for her. Like, to encourage people to, parang see beyond being pure. The purest aspect of making music. Kasi minsan, and appreciating music. Na doesn't mean it's more technical, it's necessarily better. But of course, there's like, iba pa rin pag-aral ka. Like, ang dami magagaling na aral. Like, sobrang taas na respeto ko. Talagang grabe talaga. But I have a vocal coach, si Nomer Neval. He would always encourage me to write. Tas classically trained din siya. So, usually I would say na parang feeling ko, hindi ko pa deserve. Ganun. But there's this thing na sinasabi niya na but not everybody would be able to write music. And it's a different gift altogether. Some people could use their technical skill, but some people could just use their hearts. And they're equally good. I think, alam mo yun. So, it's really nice to see someone speak from the heart, but could switch to that technical realm. And she fully understands what songs need, I think. Kasi if she could easily say na, sometimes you have to, break the rules, but, understand it and understand where you are in it. But still have the courage to go pop. Alam mo yun. And not be an elitist in music. Sobrang, wala lang. I have like a lot of respect for it. So yun, masaya lang for me. Ayun.
Yeah, I think yun yung challenge yun nga, aral. Ako kasi hindi ako aral. So parang, hindi ko alam yung rules. I know.
Masaya lang ako, ganun.
When I started writing songs, I just wrote what I felt that time. Sulat lang ako. Until now, that's my thing. I don't know the rules. But, kasi nag-start ako ng workshop, diba? Tinignan ko lang, yung how I did things, na meron pala siya talagang pattern din. And there's a science behind it. Hindi ko lang alam nun, how to define it, di ba? But actually, I was doing it, but based on like, yun nga, yung sinabi mo, from the heart. So, ang galing lang din na siya parang kaya niyang parang i-shut down muna yung pagiging technical and to just flow. And then sa kanya, alam mo yun, you can just put it back.
And I think people who have trained could feel better. It's a weird realization. So para like, used to be when I sing, talagang grabe yung stage fright ko like I'll freeze, diba? I told you this before. But when you keep on training, then you have more space to feel because there's muscle memory on a technical level. Like, mas mafe-feel mo kasi alam mo pag bumirit ka, hindi ka pipiyok kasi
alam mong ready ka.
Yung katawan mo knows how to get there without overthinking it. So I guess yun din yung maganda with like people who have studied kasi they could also it's a two-way street. So I think in Lara's case, she was able to walk the other street where she could use her technical prowess to feel. Because she's really good technically, she could set that aside and let that still walk with her, behind her. Na-imagine mo ba yun? But let her heart feel. And then there's the other road where you really are focused on the technical and then the emotions go at the back naman. Diba? May mga people din na ganun. Which are equally good, ha? But I'm saying, like, wala lang, impressive. Impressive on a heart level and a technical level to see someone who has studied and appreciate her journey. Yun. So, nakakatawa pa kasi, diba sinasabi ko sa'yo, Acel, na, ba't kaya ito pinili niya na wala sa Spotify version niya? Yung pala iba na yung title. Kasi like, grabe pinakinggan ko na si Karil, tapos papakinggan ko, Mary Jane Velasquez, same song ba to? Tapos papakinggan ko ulit. So like, sobrang LSS na ako kasi alam ko na lahat ng version, pati yung Gary V version nilang dalawa. Kung saan magbe-break papuntang kailangan kita. So, ayun. It's a very fun interview. Ayun. Ikaw, Acel, meron ka pang anything that you want to say about?
Wala na naman. Okay na ako. And then, sobrang nakakatawa to just hear her story.
Yeah.
How,
and the gratefulness
how she started
behind it.
And how it happened na it opened doors, no? For her.
So good. Ayun. So, I think we're done. And so let's plug ourselves as usual. Ano mo una? Song in focus o sarili natin? Song in focus ba? Gusto mo i-promote? Hindi, sige. Song in focus po. Please follow us. It's at Song in Focus on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You could subscribe to us, follow us on Spotify, and you guys could listen to, if you're on other platforms that's not on Spotify, we have the Song in Focus Listen In. It's exclusively on Spotify because we embed the songs and we make a thematic playlist na fun for you guys to listen to. Yun. And then, Acel, gusto mo, ikaw muna mag-plug naman ng personal mong stuff. You've been so busy, like wild, the past months. So, go.
I thank you, Lord. Please do follow me on my social media pages, Acel Music, and Instagram, Acel Bisa Van Omen. That's ACEL, Bisa Van Omen. And I'm gonna be releasing a new song end of September. So please watch that out sa lyrics video niya. Yun yung una yung lalabas namin sa YouTube. Wow. So it's entitled If You Only Knew. Parang pa-secret eh.
Natakot ako, like, if you only knew. Ano to? Like, about Danny ba to? Diba?
Hintayin nyo na lang. Ayan.
Song in focus natin yan. Charot.
So, yun, abangan. Song in focus natin.
Like, ako naman, just search me. It's Denice Lao. Denice. So, it's Denice. Lao. Lao. So, I'm on Spotify. Yeah, Denice. Not nice. Or The Nice. Shut up. So, it's Denice Lao. I'm on Facebook, Spotify, Apple, like, all streaming platforms. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. You know, my mom always says, I suck at plugging my stuff. Nakakatawa. Ang sabog ko pag pinapromote ko yun. But
ako din, kaya.
Diba parang di mo alam, ang daming pages. Tapos like, parang ayaw nga pala may YouTube pa, ayaw nga pala may Spotify pa, ayaw nga pala may ganito pa. Ang napakadami. Pero, anyway, if you want to listen to music, per se, like the songs we write, diba? Acel and I are both on Spotify. So, like our guests, we write our songs from the heart. And yes, feel namin. Tapos like, and lalo na yung si Acel, sobrang daming, and Acel has a lot of good versions of great songs din, di ba? Yung versions mo, ikaw pala yung recipient of that. May versions ka rin, di ba? Like your universe and other many things. Oo nga, ikaw yung other things. Okay, anyway. So, yun. Plus, both sides ka pa. Nag-version ka na. Nagsusulat ka pa. Wild. Ayun. And
Thank
then,
you, Lord.
blessed. And then, ayun, so for music, we're all on music platforms. So, it would be great if you guys follow us. Yun. And Song and Focus on Spotify. But, if you guys want to know about our gigs, projects, kasi parehas kami ni Acel, like, parehas kami umiiyak all the time and say, ang dami namin gusto sa buhay namin, gagawin na pagod kami. Tapos, lagi kami naghahabol ng oras. So, kung gusto yung malaman lahat ng mga ginagawa namin, nasa Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and other places kami. Di ba, kinatagorize ko ba? Well, Mom, did I make you proud? Ayun, so, don't forget to follow us. So, we both have a C on our names, Acel and Denice. And yun. So, see you guys on the next episode. Yes, yun. We're just so happy to be back. So, yeah. Bye!
Bye!
Bye!